So let me start off with this. Most people think that approvals come off their credit score, and it doesn't. You can literally have a 700 credit score with only one positive account on it, and now your credit score is at 700. The bank's creditors and lenders don't care about your personal credit score. What they actually care about is the report. What does your personal credit report look like? Does it have any negative items on it? Does it have repossessions, closed accounts? All these type of different things are what they're looking at, because ultimately you can have a 650 credit score, but you can also have over 5 negative items on there that are weighing you down and stopping you from actually getting that approval. So the first thing I want to be able to tell you guys is, if we have negative items and you are watching this video, my first suggestion to you is to wipe the negative items off before we go to the positive state. You want to wipe everything off of your personal credit score before you actually go over to start adding on. This is where most people actually mess up at, because they have those negative accounts and they just say, hey, listen, well, I'm about to really actually be responsible with my credit now, and they start building. The issue is they end up seeing that as they are adding on those positive accounts, well, my personal credit score only shot up 6 points. You ever wonder why? Well, it's because you have those negative items weighing down. The difference is, if we didn't have those negative items on there, instead of your credit score shooting up 5 points, it would have shot up 130. That is the big difference. So the first fastest way to actually get your credit boosted up ASAP, which if you have not liked it, comment or share, make sure you show your boy some love and do that. That way you can see your boy face every single day. The first way to be able to actually boost your credit up ASAP is going to be getting accounts that actually backdate your information. So the main thing that banks, creditors, and lenders actually want to be able to see is that your report has history on it. History is the main thing. How long have you had this card note? How long have you had this credit card? And all these type of different things is what matters to them, the history of it. But if we're actually able to get accounts that backdate the information, in other words, you have an account that reports, so you pay for the account, but when it reports, it shows on your report that you've had it for 2 to 4 years. That is what we consider as backdating the information. Even though I just got the account last month, once it reports, it is reporting a backdated information. So therefore it shows now, even though I got it last month, it is reporting now that I've had that account for over 3-4 years, which makes my credit score go up even more, and it is going to attach that history that we need, that the banks want to be able to look at to actually give us an approval. So some accounts I actually give out, which we don't do this on the YouTube channel too much, giving out accounts, so make sure you show your boy some love. These accounts are going to be Tomo. That is going to be the first one that actually backdates your information. They actually allow you to be able to go out and get a $30,000 trade line with them that has been reporting for 5 years. So automatically you can leave off this video, which is the best suggestion, not the best suggestion. After we get done with the video, you leave off, you go to Tomo, you literally pay $14 for that $30,000 trade line to be reporting every single month. So the best thing you can do is actually go get it, let it report, and it's going to report that $30,000 trade line on your credit report for you. And it's going to backdate the information to make it look like you've had that for some years. This is going to be the major effect, YouTube. Understand that. Because when a bank is different from a bank looking at a credit card and seeing, hey, listen, well, he's only had it for 2 months, versus them looking at a trade line that you've had for at least 5 years. Very big difference. Another account I want to be able to give you guys that's going to be able to backdate your information is actually going to be rent reporters. Most people think that their rent is reporting to their credit, which that is not the case at all. Your rent does not report to your credit at all. So how we get that done is we go to somebody that's actually going to be able to report our rent for us. But the only thing is some of these companies don't backdate the information. So you want to go to somebody that actually does. The more accounts that you get on your profile that are backdated, the maximum amount of funding you're actually able to get on the business and personal side. Now we're about to get to head on to the next way that you actually are able to boost your credit score up ASAP. And this is going to be being able to add on AUs. Authorized users, everybody. You see, when you add on something called authorized users, understand that what it is. Have you ever wondered why a kid actually turns 18 years old and they already have an 800 credit score and they ready to be able to go out and get the business, the cars, all these type of different things underneath their credit? Well, it's a reason why of that, and that's simply because their parents have added them on to their credit card as authorized users. You see, if you have somebody inside of your family that's a friend, family member, cousin, or associate, if they have had a credit card for over 2 years and have a positive payment history, all you have to simply do is say, hey, listen, hey, add me on your credit card, add me on your credit card as an authorized user. And see, the effect of this is they're gonna place your information on that card, but the credit card information is now going to start reporting on your personal credit report. This is a major thing when it comes to actually shooting up your personal credit score, because if you have those family members and friends, you're able to automatically call them after this video and go ahead and start adding on you some authorized users. Now, if you're somebody inside the video, you don't have anybody inside of your family that has good credit. Similar to your boy, I didn't have that growing up. My parents did not know about credit at all. If you are that person, the best thing that you can do is, if you don't have option number one, option number two is actually going out to purchase age trade lines. You can actually go out and buy these things. It's going to be people that actually have credit cards that are willing to charge you to be able to place you on as a authorized user. That is going to be the second way you're actually able to do it. And you see, using this method of the authorized user, I've seen people credit score shoot up within 15 days. It is crazy. The authorized user method is going to be one of the most fastest, best ways inside of this video alone. I actually should have saved this one for last. Last but not least, the last method. This is what we actually call the doubles method. I made it up, so you guys can use it now if you want to. This is the doubles effect. You see, naturally when somebody has a credit card, they normally just pay the due date. They make sure that they pay the payment that is the due date, and that is pretty much it. As long as they have a positive payment history on paying the due date down and also taking care of your utilization, it is going to be reporting. But not too many people actually talk about the doubles effect. And this is exactly how it works. If you have a credit card, understand this. I want you to go back and look at your statement. On that statement, you're gonna have something called the statement due date, and then you're also gonna have the closing date. These are two different things. Now, if you're somebody wanting to be able to shoot your personal credit score up and actually have it report double within a month, so it reports twice instead of once like everybody else does it, is we're gonna have the due date and the closing date. What you wanna make sure is that you pay 15, you wanna pay half of the amount on the due date. So let's say that your amount that you have to be able to pay for your due date is only $50. The statement balance that you have to be able to pay off is going to be $50. What we want to be able to do to have them report twice to the bureaus in 1 month is actually pay half of the date on the 15th. We make that payment on the 15th, half of it. So that means we pay $25 towards the actual fee. 3 days before your closing date, you want to pay that other half off. Now, what's going to happen is they're going to be able to report the payment that you made on the 15th and also the payment that you made 3 days before the closing date. Now, the easiest way to actually be able to do it is have it on automation. You know exactly what your closing date is and your statement due date. You know both of those dates, so the best thing that you can do is already have the card auto draft out of it. Set it up to where it's automatically taken out on the 15th, $25, and then on 3 days before the closing date, it automatically takes out. Just to clear your mind a little bit to where you won't be going everywhere and have to remember all these different dates for my people that actually have multiple credit cards. This is going to be one of the most useful methods inside of this video also. So I want everybody to be aware of these, and hopefully I gave you guys enough information inside this video to be able to honestly take your credit score to that next level. Now, it's your boy, Kai Gibson, aka Rick 6. And we out, YouTube.